Okay, we're in South Australia again. And we come down to the restrictions board. And when we got here yesterday, except for Mount Hopeless Darkaroola being open, every other sign there was red, closed. So today, they've opened Cameron Corner to Murdy to Mount Hopeless, and Mount Hopeless to Lyndhurst to 4 drives. Murdy to Minka is still closed. So then there's the description. 4 drive / HV means 4 drive or heavy vehicle over 3 tonne. 4 drive means 4 drive under 3 tonnes, not towing. Now, that is interesting to me. If I wasn't towing and I'm in the 200, I know that our 200 weighs 3.5. So technically, just in the car, I couldn't go. Obviously I couldn't go anyway because I'm towing at the moment, but technically 200 series couldn't go. If you're driving an MUX or something, you could. Weird, isn't it? But there you are. Alright, I just thought I'd show you that. That's remote outback life. So we'll catch up with you soon enough. But realistically, I just like catching up with this.
Hello.
Hey? How could you not like catching up with her?
Now, do you want to go to Queensland or do you want to do New South Wales?
Oh, I think I'll go to Queensland.
Okay, we're going to Queensland then.
We're going back to Queensland. South Australia's nice, but we're going back to Queensland.
Should be more sunnier.
It's warmer in Queensland. Right guys, I did mention earlier in the trip I talked to you more about this trailer. So I'll go for a walk around it. This is the Conqueror UEV 490 Cape York edition. This particular demo one is a couple of years old, and from what I'm led to believe, it'll be sold very shortly. And anyhow, as you can see, it's dirty, but it's sitting on 33-inch mud terrains, and it's quite good to tow. It's got these good stabiliser legs at the back here, which are easier to deploy than I thought they'd be. Nice 33-inch spare, jerry holders. It's got a wood rack on it, which as you can see has got wood on it. Solar on the roof. This one's got a 270-degree awning. You've got a... We're not using it this way on this trip, but this is like a pantry area. So if you undo this bungee, you let the table down, you've got a work platform there, and you've got your pantry in here. Now on this trip we're just storing cans of drink and water and stuff in it, because we've got a pantry that we carry our food and stuff in the car. It's got all these canvas bags that would hold lots and lots of things. We haven't filled any of those up because, as I said, this trailer's been lent to us, so we tried not to overutilise the gear that's already with it too much. So what I can tell you is you can see the state of the thing on the outside. Well, nothing's getting in. We had it over some dust before it rained and turned everything to mud, and there's no dust in it. It has factory fitted a caravan. Makes a racket, but that caravan positively pressurizes the inside of the trailer, and yeah, we got no dust in. It doesn't leak. We've had no water ingress either. And it comes with this big kitchen here. And that kitchen is, the drawer sliders are that good that there's no leg to support it. It's got a big National Luna fridge freezer in it. It's got a 2-burner Smith stove, which I'm very familiar with. This one's perfectly clean because we haven't used it this trip. If this was our trailer, of course we'd use it, but we've just been using our normal stuff because we can. It's got this little section here which has pull-out tub, or not pull-out, plastic tubs that drop into it to give you 2 sinks. So it's a pretty damn good trailer, to be honest. I like it. I'm just shutting everything up again, guys. I just do that. Sorry if that's not the most exciting footage. The door here has more of these pockets to put stuff in. I've got a mixing bowl in that one, a few other bits and pieces. There's a table on the side of this door. There's tables everywhere in this thing. That's supposed to be your wine cellar. So you put bottles in there, they're all elasticed in. It won't go anywhere. It's a spice rack or some kind of rack you put stuff into. Not sure what you put in there, but it's another little storage pocket. So a lot of stuff you can use there. It's got the fly mesh that you can see on there. That's when the door's open. Now the steps with Karen's muddy boots on them, they lift up like this and fold into the trailer. So you have to, if you want to have that door shut, once you're inside, fold the steps up. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, guys. It's not my cup of tea, but it's probably not that bad a thing. It's got a pull-out bed. This folds down and you've got a bed comes out of it. We haven't used it in that form at all on this trip because we don't need to. Got a pocket here. It's got the front stabiliser legs, some stone stopper nets. It's got a Webasto diesel heater in it and hot water system. So we can have hot water showers and we can heat the trailer up. Now I can tell you, a couple of cold nights in Dubbo, we were using that heater and it was well and truly worth it. Try and get out the wind a bit more, guys. I hope that's not too bloody blowy. Anyway, I'll just come around the back of the cruiser. So that's been working well. Now you can see up the top we've got these hockey straps up here. Now what that's been doing for us, and it's only a me thing, this awning here blows up when you're doing 100 odd k down, just pushes up. I don't think it matters, but it bugs me. So I just put some little hockey straps on it to keep it pulled down. Another door on this side, which is the same as the other main door, more pockets on it. That one's locked at the present. And here we've got the shower. Now I won't pull that out because when you pull that out, the hose drops down. There's a bit of a bugger to put back away. Not end of the world, but it's a bit of a nuisance. And this whole awning arrangement here is a big ensuite that opens up. We've got the sidewalls for it inside, and you can have your shower and go straight from the shower back into the main door of the trailer and inside again. So you can be completely out of the elements while you're showering. Now I think Kaz has finished fiddling around in here. Oh, she's sweeping up. Gonna make this look pretty, guys. I'm about to put dirt in there anyway. I'm going to fire up the light so that you can see. So when I move Kaz's muddy boots, and unfortunately a bit of mud's going to get in here, but anyway, that can happen. We'll just sweep it up again, go through the fly mesh, and in we go. This is where we live at the present. That section there is basically a queen size bed, could be king size. And what happens in that area, we haven't done it this trip, is you lift the mattress up, you pull the center of the floor out down here, and that becomes a table, and your mattress is all your cushions on both sides. So you've got a dining, living area. All of those canvas pockets you see are cupboards. Your canvas stops everything from falling out, obviously, and keeps it all in there nicely. This one's a set of shelves which I've been using on my side. It's got twin fans which make it nice and breezy in here when you need them. The pop-up roof, simple straight pop-up mechanism like that. You literally push it up, and then when you come back down, it locks in around here. In this area here where the red bags are, that's where the second bed goes. That pulls out, and the fly goes over it, and that's basically your kid's bedroom. When they're not there and you've even got stuff stacked all over it like I have, you can lift up that panel there and that still gives you access to your fridge. So that's the camper. And the basic electrics here, the full Red Arc Manager 30 system that some of you will be familiar with. As you can see, it's taking some power from the solar. I don't know if we've got enough solar on it, but anyway, it says it's 17 hours till full. So anyway, it just depends on what's happening at the time. It's got its own setup here which says it's got 100%. I really don't know because that argues with this, so I'd go with the Red Arc one. I think it's better. Comes with a SIG socket, a Merit plug under this one, and twin USBs. These are all your switches for your outlets, and this is all your 240 GPO switches. So it's pretty well got everything you need. That fan there is, I think it works anytime. Yeah, so that'd be cold air blowing in if you leave it like that. And when you've got your heater turned on, that lets all the warm air in. It's got a stereo system which works quite well. That one's a Clarion, the speakers are up there. And there's this other door, it's the same as the one on the other side, so I'm not going to open that one up, guys. But anyway, we're finding it a very good camper. It has, as I said, no water in at all, and no dust in at all. It's got another feature too I didn't show you. This panel here unclips via that clip there, and there's another one on the other side that comes out. That's a table on its own, so you can put that outside. Nice metal table. We haven't used that either. Not that we wouldn't. Like if this was our trailer or we had it on a longer trip, we would certainly use it for all of that stuff. But for what we're doing with it at the present, guys, we're not using a lot of that stuff. But that's just us. So who would it be for? Well, it could be for a family of probably 4 if they're in trouble at all. A couple of kids up on the bunk up the top, and your adults down there. A couple like us, we use it in that formation that I just showed you. So that's the Conqueror UEV 490 Cape York edition, covered in mud. So, I'm going to clean this before I give it back. Not looking forward to that, guys. Anyway, hopefully that gave you a pretty decent rundown. It's not a proper review. I've lived with it for a week. I don't mind it. I'd like to have it for a lot longer, but that's just not going to happen. So initial impressions, very good camper, solid, certainly doesn't let any dust or moisture in, very livable trailer. So yeah, check them out on the website and make up your own mind, but I quite like it. So I'll leave you with that one, because after all, this is not a full review, although it feels like one. It's gone on for nearly 12 minutes. Cheers, guys. Talk to you soon. There's Kaz. Doesn't she look gorgeous in that fly net, hey? Hey?
I've got to keep the flies away somehow, mate.
How's that for a fashion accessory?
Oh, it's lovely, isn't it?
She's a fashion plate. Out here at Cameron Corner, there is Tri-State Golf, where they have 3 holes in every state. So that looks like the Tri-State Golf Clubhouse. It's pretty empty. And there, of course, is the pub. Kaz doesn't play golf, but she's going to have a hit. So we're heading out here. And we're going to have a go. A bit of fun. First tee, the short way. Okay. And what they do is they give you a map and a general direction of where it is. Looks like the tee just there.
Yeah. Oh.
Nearly lost me bag of clubs. This looks like the tee. There's a camel out there in the distance. And I reckon up there must be where we're going. It's going to be a challenge figuring it out. Anyway, we'll have a go at it.
Well, let's go. Here we go. Right. Steve is lined up. Here we go. We're going to do...
Yep. I can stuff them up from anywhere.
It's going to go that way, Steve.
Wow. So I reckon I can miss it from all over the shop.
You spy sound? Yeah, I remember it's over there near the tree.
Yeah, just left that tree. There you go. That's me. You thought that was silly? Wait till you see this one. If you don't want to use the wood, you don't have to.
No?
You can use an iron if you want. I should have hit that way better than that, but anyway, pick it up. At least mine went somewhere. Let's have a look at what Kaz's does. Oh, this is going to be good. Professional looking stance. Is that yours? Beautiful follow through. All she got to do now is hit the ball. Practice swing. Put your head down. That'll do. Theoretically better than mine, just not as long. Karen putting to beat me on this hole, but she didn't hit it hard enough.
Damn.
Yeah, we both played like crap. That's a 7 each. Oh dear. Hole 5, pass through like they all are. 56 metres, you think that'd be easy. Bloody is it? Right, that's on. Oh, we'll find it. Kaz's shot. Half the challenge of this course is finding where it is. I found a tee, which I thought was the 7th, but it might be the 8th. But there's no indication as to where the hole is. So you have to just walk around aimlessly through the scrub to try and get an idea. It's really, I mean, obviously it's a bit of fun because you hit it into all this shrubbery stuff. The ball doesn't roll. Amazing enough, so far I haven't lost any. At the present, literally just trying to find the hole. Found that tee, but I can't find the hole. Some people might say there's nothing strange about that. If we can't find it, we can't play it. So I'm going to hit a golf ball aimlessly into nothing and go, oh, it must be that way. But yeah, it's supposed to be baffled, this one. It's a complete mystery. I don't know how well you're seeing that. That's the moon still up. No fog this morning in Cameron Corner. That's to the west, that's the darkest, and we'll pan around here to where the sun is rising. That just looks fantastic, doesn't it? There's no clouds, there's no fog this morning, so shouldn't be too bad. A few different campers in here. We're still where we were. It won't be long before I get up properly and start doing stuff. Get ready to head out today. I just thought I'd give you a quick look at that because it looks pretty smack. Alrighty, well, we're leaving Cameron Corner and just going back to the dog fence gate now. So back into New South Wales, we're heading generally homeward. So all the roads actually out west are still not technically open for vehicles of this weight. So even if we were going to continue, we can't. So fortunately we're heading home anyway, so it's not really going to bother us. But you get that on the big jobs. It's the joys of it all, outback travel and so on. So we've had 2 great nights at Cameron Corner at the pub with the crew that were here. It was really cool to meet Scott and his family and his friends from South Australia, their subscribers. It was great to meet those guys. Thanks for the times we spent together, guys. It was awesome. And Kaz is in New South Wales waving. It was pretty cool. So yeah, now we're back in our home state. So that's all good fun. All right, we'll go down the road and see the things we can see as we go along, and we'll take you with us as always. That is so funny. I don't know if you can hear it behind me, but that's some kind of motion sensor activated wildlife alarm. It starts making noises and stuff, and it's supposed to scare the wildlife. It's bizarre.
Holding on to what I know, to everything I've learned, what is real and fabricated, what is wrong, what is my problem, what can I get out of this world that I created, fighting the storms in my head, don't know where I have been, I'm alone, no one to turn to, no one understands, this shit's too complicated. Away, and I feel like I am someone else. Away, and I feel like I don't know myself, no. Away, and I feel like I don't know my name. And I don't want to live this way. I don't want to keep on wasting a life. I'm drowning in my head, I'm losing my mind. And if you could know, yeah, if I could show you, I don't wanna keep on living this life so faceless.
Okay, we're back in Tibbetborough. We're going to end the trip here. The rest of it's just bitumen back to Broken Hill and then back home again. So I don't think there's anything else we need to show you. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one.
Hope you had a good time.
And hope there's enough in it to keep you interested. Anyway, if you did like this video, chuck a like on it. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Click the notification bell. You'll know when I put a new clip up. And to the old hands, thanks again for taking the time out of your day to watch one of our clips. So from me and Kaz, all the best and cheers from Mud Ducks 4-Wheel Drive Touring. Catch you later.
Bye. Oi! You left me! Oi! Oh well. I'm never gonna hitch a ride back to Burke.